Hey friends, whenever someone talks about the most haunted village in India, which village pops into your mind first? Tell me, is it Kuldhara or not? But what if I told you Kuldhara isn't even the most haunted village? There's an even scarier haunted village that most people don't even know about. So, how would you react to that? This village called Bemni, which is in Uttarakhand, has an even creepier story. Kuldhara is all right, it's got its place. But this one takes it to another level. But this is way too creepy. This village felt like it was cursed. Because of that curse, the whole village was abandoned once upon a time. A few people still live there, but in a really strange way. What's this weird cycle, this curse, this trouble the village is stuck in? I'll explain everything in detail. But before getting to the real root of it, like last time when we talked about Chinder village in Maharashtra, we started the story from the middle. So, we're going to start from the middle again. So, bro, in Chandigarh, there was this guy and a girl, both studying in the same college. It was an engineering college, probably in their second year. They were boyfriend and girlfriend. The guy was from Memni village in Uttarakhand. Now, you might wonder, how did a guy from such a remote place end up in a college in Chandigarh for engineering? But honestly, anyone can reach anywhere in this world. You should never judge a book by its cover. So yeah, he made it there and was studying really well in a good engineering college. The girl's name was Nikita and the guy's name was Ankit. Ankit and Nikita became boyfriend and girlfriend in their first year. Both of them were top scorers in studies. Like seriously. By the time second year came around, Ankit had already been to his village a couple of times. And whenever Ankit came back from his village, Bamani, he would bring delicious homemade dishes for his girlfriend in Chandigarh. They would talk about family stuff, like, Mom said this about you, Dad said that, Uncle said something else. Our village is like this, like that. It's so beautiful. If you ever come, your mind will be blown. He would stop doing it. She'd be completely mesmerized by the beauty there. He used to say such things that Nikita really felt like moving to the village. By the time these guys reached in their second year, Nikita had already decided that if he ever went, she would book a ticket to go with him. Now Nikita finds out that there must have been some festival or ritual going on at Ankit's house, right? There must have been some kind of puja happening at Ankit's place. Nikita immediately asked Ankit, "What puja is going on at your house?" He replied, "Oh, for quite some time now in our family. So, everyone was unwell for a while. You saw how I got typhoid and all. Then Grandma was really old, and she got sick too. After that, Dad also fell ill. Everyone was basically down with some illness. Now, everyone's feeling better. So, the family decided that once everyone's fully recovered, we'll have a special prayer or ceremony at home, like a housewarming or peace ritual, to thank God for keeping our home safe and well. That's why we're doing this puja." "I'm leaving." Nikita asks, "What do you mean by I'm leaving?" "I'm leaving too. We're going." He says, "No, you can't come to my village." She asks, "Why not, bro? If we get married, I'll have to live in your village, right?" He says, "Yeah, if we get married, I won't keep you in my village. You won't come there. I'll go alone." Now she's stubborn about it. She started arguing. Suddenly, she had all these thoughts in her head. Has she already gotten married in the village? What's the problem? I mean, why wouldn't he want to take me with him? Here's the translation. I'm staying here. When I go, I'll talk to my family. I'll make a good impression in front of them. That's how, in a couple of years, we'll probably get married too. So, the family will want to size me up a bit as well. She insisted a lot. I tried to explain to Ankit many times. Ankit, annoyed, tells his girlfriend, "All right, bro, you don't have to come with me. If you come, there might be problems. So, here's what we'll do. I'm going to my place a week before the puja prayer ceremony. You come only on the day of the puja. Otherwise, I'll have a lot of trouble. You don't understand about my village." So she's like, "I don't get the village stuff. I mean, you used to praise it so much. This is that, that is this." They had a bit of an argument. And finally, he booked a ticket for his girlfriend too. Now, he left a week before the festival at home. Everything's going well there. And here, he's totally caught up in the excitement and preparations. Like, wow, when will the festival day come? I can't wait to get there. She was super excited, really excited. She left a day earlier and reached there on the very morning of the festival at 10:30, around 8 o'clock in Bamani village. The village is pretty small now. He had clearly told her, look, you have to come down this way. The bus probably goes around his village. Then you come this way using this route. And when you get here, just call me. I'll come. They had talked it over like that. Ankit also had a good idea about what time Nikita would arrive. As soon as she reached that spot where she had called her boyfriend to come pick her up, meaning from where Nikita had just arrived, Ankit's house was only about 200 meters away. Exactly. At that very spot, Nikita noticed something really strange. And the weird part was that Nikita was standing right there, just to her right, under a tree. There was a man standing. He looked to be around 40 years old. He was hitting himself hard with a brick over and over again with all his strength, so loud that the whole area was echoing. But he didn't seem to be in pain. He was hitting himself while staring at the tree. Nikita got scared. The police would think this guy is tough, since he's hitting himself so hard. With full force, brick, he's hitting him. She was going up to that guy to stop him and protect him, because whenever she saw something scary or frightening, she just couldn't control herself. She would step forward to stop it. That was her nature. She couldn't stand seeing anyone getting hurt. And even if this guy was crazy, he was hurting himself. So Nikita rushed straight to him. Stop, uncle. Stop, she said, reaching out her hand. Then someone grabbed her hand from behind. She got really scared, and when she turned around, suddenly, I had a boyfriend. Ankit. Hey, Nikita, what are you doing here? I told you to call me as soon as you reached the point, the location. It's good someone saw you. Our relative came and told me that some city girl showed up. Come on, don't just stand here. She says, hey, wait up. Look at this guy. What's wrong with him? Who is he? Don't he know? That's my uncle. Let him do what he's doing. You go. She says, your uncle will take care of himself with bricks. So loudly, too. They're beating him up. You stop them. Something good will come out of it. Ankit says, hey, come on, let's go home, buddy. I'll explain everything to you. Let Uncle do whatever he wants. You just come home, come on. He dragged Nikita all the way home. On the whole way, she kept thinking how Uncle could do this to him. And what kind of nephew was this? I was about to stop them, but they didn't even let me, and they didn't stop themselves either. But when they reached Ankit's house, everything changed after seeing the scene there. That man, that uncle, was out of their mind. There were lots of people at the house. The whole place was decorated for a prayer ceremony. It's been quite an experience. I got to see a completely different culture, because this place didn't belong to Uttarakhand. It was from Punjab, so it felt totally different. It was really nice, something unique. And everything Ankit told about Grandma, Dad, and Mom, when we all met, I got a little emotional and excited too. We received everyone's blessings and all. She was also welcomed very warmly. Everything was going great until then. But then, just a few minutes later, something happened. I mean, her meal was served. That's when, about 25 minutes later, Pandit Ji arrived at the house. Once he came, the Havan Kund was set up. Ankit's parents sat down in front of the Havan Kund for the prayer. Then Pandit Ji started chanting the mantras. The fire was lit, and the prayer began. Not even 5 or 7 minutes into prayer, Ankit's mom, who had her veil fully covering her face, suddenly started trembling like crazy and screaming. Ankit's dad quickly turned his eyes away. Seeing this, she got really scared and started banging her head on the ground while sitting there. Nikita is getting worried watching them shake and bang like that. Hey, Ankit, look at what Mom's doing. Go stop her. She might get hurt. Ankit says no. Just stay here. Don't say useless stuff. But look, is this some kind of custom of yours? He says no. What kind of custom is this? They've totally lost it. Just sit down. She says, ghosts, come on, Ankit. They are your mom and dad. What are you doing? She keeps saying that. They're moving around too much. The argument between Ankit and Nikita's girlfriend is going on. The boyfriend's parents totally freaked out, like they were possessed. His mom put her hand into fire pit and grabbed a thick stick. As soon as she hit Ankit's dad's leg with it, he screamed really loud. Then she tried to hit his head, but everyone ran away quickly. Nikita ran over toward Ankit's dad and his mom. She snatched the stick from her hand and threw it away, saying, "Auntie, you're going to hurt Uncle. What are you doing?" Just as Nikita said this, Ankit's mom stood up. He grabbed her hair and shook her, then slammed her down hard on the ground, holding her firmly. He looked straight at Nikita lying there, who's staring at her future mother-in-law's face. Her face is all bruised and blue. Her pupils are gone. There's so much rage on her face, it looks like she could crush Nikita's entire neck. Nikita's vision blurred. Her tongue slipped out a little, and her breath caught. Like a release valve just blew. Everyone in the family somehow managed to pull Ankit's mother away and drag Nikita along like that. Bro, you won't believe this. They dragged me brutally and took me to a part of their house. Like, it was actually part of their own home, right next to it. They locked me in a room there. I tried opening the door and pushing it, but it was shut tight. Then they took me inside another house in a different village, all packed up. I had no idea what was happening to me. Yeah, Ankit's mom was beating me, but why was I locked in a room? I started yelling, "Ankit, Ankit, come quick. What's going on with me? What are you doing? Why am I locked up here? Come on, let me go, I'm feeling suffocated." I was scared of the dark. It was dark here in the village. There were lights in every room, but that didn't mean I wasn't scared. I cried a lot, screamed a lot, yelled a lot, but literally, no one came to open this door. I had no idea what was happening outside. It was almost midnight. I cried so much that I even fainted once, and then came back to my senses. Around midnight, I started feeling like I was done for. The person I thought was my boyfriend, whose family I believe would be my own family, they were actually planning to do something to me. They're going to take care of me. Something's definitely going to happen to me. What happened to her during the day was done by Ankit's mom. No one even tried to stop her. Seeing that, I knew I was in trouble. They're going to get me out of here and then take me to some other country. And you can imagine what must have been going through his mind. But just then, there's a loud knock on the door. I got scared and asked, "Who's coming?" "Who is it? Who's there? Hurry up and open the door. I'm feeling suffocated." The door opened and in came Ankit. "Ankit, why did you lock me up? Do you even know I fainted 2 or 3 times. Then I got back up. I'm going crazy. You all want to do something bad to me. Your whole family, you're all thugs. You're criminals. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to the police and telling them everything." He's saying, "Come on, be quiet. I'll explain everything. Calm down. I feel like you don't even trust me. After a year and a half of being together, you still don't get it. What are you even saying? You should have locked up your mom. She came at me like a mad woman, trying to kill me, and you all locked me up instead. What the hell?" "You didn't even ask for a glass all morning." I've gone crazy shouting. He says, "Be quiet. If that door had opened even once, you wouldn't have survived." She says, "What are you even talking about? I don't get it. Man, just be clear." He says, "Oh man, there's this ghost inside my mom that would have wiped you out." She asks, "Why would it come?" He says, "Because it's a really old curse from our village from many years ago. Like, almost 500 years old." She asks, "What kind of curse is it that came down on you because of me?" He says, "No curse came on you. Bro, I'll tell you everything. Let me tell you something. Let's go back 500 years. Now he's telling this 500-year-old story to his girlfriend. This village used to be a thriving, bustling place. People lived happily like one big family. Evening would come. Kids would be playing outside. The old folks would gather and sit together here. The women's group would be sitting separately. Everyone was living peacefully. Then one night, around 9 o'clock or so, everyone had finished playing their games and were getting up to head home. Suddenly, from the direction of the forest, a tall, Then Old Man appeared. He looked all tangled up, but there was a strange sparkle in his eyes. He stood right near the villagers. He kept striking his wooden staff on the ground so hard. Thud, thud, thud. The sound of his staff echoed throughout the whole village. That's why everyone stopped on their way home and started watching him. The man said, "I'm a holy man. I've come from outside. I was on my way to a nearby pilgrimage, but now I don't have the strength to keep going. I can stay in your village for a while. Then I'll start my journey again. If it's okay, could someone give me a place to stay?" The elders and the village chiefs called him a sage and gave him a small hut on the outskirts of the village to live in. He started living there. In the beginning, everything was good. People would come to meet him, bring him food, and treat him with respect and hospitality. The villagers were cheerful folks. One day, a religious ceremony was held in the village. There was drumming, singing, and chanting all throughout the event. That night, during the vigil, the sage suddenly came out shouting loudly, "What are you all doing? Have you gone mad? You're driving me crazy. You guys, is this how you're supposed to sing bhajans? Get out of here. No one's going to sing any bhajans." The village elders have lost their minds. First, we organized such a big puja in the village. Everyone's happily singing bhajans. And what kind of sadhu are you? The elders said this. They're old too. The elders are old. They tell this sadhu, "What kind of sadhu are you? We're doing puja, bhajan, and kirtan. You should be part of it. But you're saying your head is going to explode from the sound of mantras? Huh? Get out with your so-called sadhuness. You're a fraud." They said, right there between the elders and the sadhu. An argument broke out. The sage said, "You called me, a well-known holy man, a fraud? I won't stay in your village anymore. I'm leaving, and before I go, I curse this village. No one here will be able to celebrate any festival properly or have any happiness. Try celebrating a festival. Try holding any prayer or ritual in anyone's home. Try arranging a wedding. If it all goes well, then remember my name. Ghosts and spirits will catch you. If you try to stop me, they'll finish everything off." The sage picked up his staff and bag and left the village overnight. Outside, nobody ever found out if that sadhu was a fraud or not. But ever since he left, anyone in the village who held a prayer ceremony at their home started experiencing ghostly activities. The heads of the households would get possessed by spirits. Several accidents happened, and slowly, people began leaving Memni village. Some of the older folks had the mindset that they might die, but wouldn't leave the village. They stayed right there, living under the curse that Sadhu had placed, accepting it and following the rules that came with it. We are their generations. Our elders told us that if you do any rituals, do it carefully or else accidents will happen at home. Now, look, there was a prayer going on at home. Mom and Dad got possessed. You saw Uncle, right? He was hitting himself with a brick. He was possessed because these people are the heads of the house. They're the leaders. If anyone tries to stop them, they'll take care of that person. Whoever tries to stop them will be dealt with, even eliminated. That's why I was warning you. Don't try to stop Uncle, or the spirit inside him will turn on you and finish you off. She was about to stop Mom. I was telling her not to, but she forced her way through. She snatched the stick from Mom's hand. Otherwise, if they hadn't kicked you out of there, if we hadn't locked the doors, Mom would finish you off, and anyone who tried to save you, too. This wasn't Mom's doing. Actually, he was getting a curse from the sage. She says, "Come on, man, I don't believe in all this stuff." "You guys are wrong." He says, "No, we're not wrong. Just give me until tomorrow night." Eating and drinking was a mistake. Man, my head. He wasn't working himself. "Last night, I told you I'd get you out of here. Everything will be fine by tomorrow night." She said okay, and it took about an hour and a half to convince her. Ankit finally agreed, closed the door, handed over a bottle of water, and went to his room. The next day came, evening passed, night fell, but no one came to get her. Around midnight, 12 o'clock or 12:30, she thought, "I'm done for." Ankit started telling me a movie story I hadn't even seen. These people are going to take me abroad, and my life is over. My family has been dealing with this since childhood. Everything happens in those 7 minutes and 7 seconds, you know? It started flashing back like, what if I have an attack? I'll handle it. He's thinking. The door's open. Unkit's here. Why haven't you kicked me out all day? He says, forget about all that drama today. Come on, grab your stuff. Look, here's your stuff. Let's get out of here. She says, it's so late. He replies, yeah, we gotta go. Mom's not getting better. I can't watch you like this. My head's about to explode. I'll go crazy. Come on, let's go. It's so late now. Just barely holding on, bro. There's this village in a remote area. Unkit had a childhood friend there who was a bit well off. With his help, they managed to get out and reach Chandigarh by the next night. They made it, man. Since that day, this guy never argued with Unkit about anything. Even now, whenever any stubborn thought pops into his head, he remembers Unkit's story. He trusts him now. There are plenty of articles about Bemini available online. Some are like that. And the story I just told you about today's incident is also taken from various articles on the internet. It's done. I hope you get a great lesson and some good entertainment from it. If you watched it so far, don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon and select all notifications. You'll find the links to Instagram and our website in the description box. If you have any story ideas or topics, just write to us on Instagram. Also, check out and buy our products and services on the website. We'll catch up again tomorrow, my friend. Until then, thank you so much. Have a great day.